Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Aisha Muni and today my topic is set of complex numbers. All we are eager to know how the concept of complex numbers originated. We have set of natural numbers, set of whole numbers, set of integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers and a bigger set which is set of real numbers which is a union of rational and irrational. So why we are discussing the set of complex numbers? I have an example to show you from where the set of complex numbers originate. So I have an equation which clearly satisfies you about the set of complex numbers. X square plus 1 is equal to 0. Here x square is equal to what? Minus 1. If we take under root on both sides, it will give you x is equal to plus minus under root minus 1. So under root minus 1, this type of numbers doesn't belongs to set of natural numbers, to set of whole numbers, set of rational numbers, set of integers, set of irrational numbers, even from set of real numbers. So where does it belongs to? It belongs to another set which is set of complex numbers. Set of complex numbers. So from here the idea of complex number originate. Let's come to the definition. Definition is the number of the form a plus b iota where a, b belongs to real numbers and iota is equal to under root minus 1. As we have discussed here under root minus 1. This will be denoted as iota or named as iota. Iota is equal to under root minus 1. So a belongs to real part of this complex number and b belongs to imaginary part of this complex number. On the whole, a plus b is denoted generally as a complex number. Let's take an example. 3 plus 4 iota. Here 3 is, as you know, 3 is a real number. 4 is a real number, but on the whole, if we divide this complex number into two parts, we will get a real part which is 3 and imaginary part which is 4 iota. Clear? Next, 2 minus 5 over 7 iota. Here the real part is 2 and imaginary part is minus 5 over 7. So this is all about the complex number. Product of a real number and a complex number is always a complex number. Real number and a complex number after multiplication will also give you a complex number. Like we have 2 as a real number, we have 3 iota as imaginary number. After multiplication we will get 2 into 3 which is 6, then iota. As you know, a number containing iota is a complex number. So, discuss the powers of iota. As you know, iota is equal to what? Under root minus 1. If we take square on both sides, it will be iota square and square will be cancelled from this side and we get minus 1. Iota square is equal to minus 1. We will use this concept in every question which contains the iota square and other powers. What about other powers? Iota cube is equal to iota square into iota. Break the powers. As you know, iota square is what? Minus 1 and iota as it is. Minus 1 into iota is just minus 1 minus iota, which is a complex number. Again a complex number. Some other power of iota, I will raise it. Yes, iota raised to power, any power like 12, 13. Iota 13 which can be written as iota 12 into iota. We already want to break this power in this way, that a number which contains the square of iota. As you know, iota square is equal to what? Minus 1. So iota 12 can be written as iota square into 6 and this is iota. Iota square is minus 1 raised to power 6. As you know, a negative number with even power is always positive. Minus 1 raised to power 6 is always plus 1 and plus 1 into iota is iota. Another example like iota raised to power 4 which can be written as iota square into whole power 2. Iota square, you know, minus 1 and a negative number with even power is always positive. So we will get here iota raised to power 3 is minus iota. Iota raised to power 2 is minus 1. Iota raised to power 13 is what? Iota again. Iota raised to power 4 is 1. What we get? This is like we have to iota square, iota 4, iota 13 and what? Iota cube. Iota cube. We get nothing but 1 minus 1 iota minus iota. Thus every power of iota results 1 minus 1 iota and minus iota everywhere. Now discuss the operations, some operations on complex numbers, like two complex numbers will be equal if their real part will be equal to real and its imaginary part will be equal to imaginary part. As A is equal to C and B is equal to D, then these two complex numbers will be equal. Now come to the addition. Two complex numbers will be added in such a manner that its real number will be added to the real part, its real part will be added to the real part, and its imaginary part will be added to the imaginary part. Now scalar multiplication. If a scalar number is multiplied by a complex number, what we will have to do? Just multiply that scalar number with every entry. Okay. Now the multiplication of complex numbers. Two complex numbers are multiplied in such a way: a into c, a into c, a into d iota, a into d iota, b c iota as bd iota square, and iota square you know which is minus 1. After rearranging the terms, AC minus BD considered as real part and AD plus BC into iota is imaginary part. In generally what we have done, we just multiply AC and then minus sign with BD, AC minus sign BD, now A into D, then plus B into C, and iota is considered as common. Okay, next we have conjugate. Conjugate, in generally we will write a complex number as z, denoted as z. Z is equal to a plus b iota, which implies that if we will take conjugate here. I will just put a straight bar over here on both sides. In the concept of conjugate, what we have to do, we just change the sign of the imaginary part of the complex number. Here imaginary part is b iota, just change this sign and nothing more. Conjugate is nothing but only the imaginary part has opposite sign. Another important result that every real number can be written as a complex number. Like take any real number, I take here 5. 5 can be written as 5 plus 0 into iota. This will be a complex number. So every real number can be written in this manner to show in the form of a complex number. So we have done. A real number is self-conjugate. A real number, you know, a real number has zero imaginary part or no imaginary part. If we will take 5 as in this manner, then this real part is 5 and its imaginary part is 0. After taking the conjugate, as you know, conjugate is nothing but change of the sign of imaginary part. As you know, its imaginary part is 0, so 0 is neither positive neither negative. So a real number is a self-conjugate. Conjugate of 5 is nothing but 5. So this is all about today's lecture. If you have any question, just put that question in the comment box and give us a huge thumbs up. So bye bye. See you next time.